What's happening, people? It's Craig here at AudioLevel DJ Store, just showing you something I picked up today. So I'm sure by now you're all well aware of the awesome Dan & DJ Prime Go battery operated DJ controller. This is like my new favourite thing. Absolutely love it. I've also partnered this up with the Behringer MPA 200 speakers, which we also stock here. These are battery operated also, so as you've seen, there's nothing plugged in here. So I've been running, this system together for not so long, and still having to run audio cables from the controller to the speakers. So thinking, obviously, there's bound to be an easier way to do it. We all know there's transmitters and things out there. So just going to run you through what I picked up, pros and cons. So what I've got here is the Getaria wireless system. Now, just to make you aware, there's a few things on the market that would be better than that, but they're 3 times the price. 2 of these, this is it here actually. You see, can we see in here? Let me just see what you got going on there. There we go. So I have one of those plugged into the controller, that's the transmitter, and 2 of the receivers plugged into the speakers. We can run 5 channels off either receiver, so don't necessarily have to have the 2 transmitters and the 2 receivers plugged in. Just plug in the 1 transmitter, turn them both of the receivers onto the same channels of 5 options per speaker, and that's that. So wireless audio, and they're great. They were £50 each, so £100 for the pair. In the pack you get the transmitter and the receiver, and then same again. And like I say, you only need the one whenever you're operating them. Unless you want true stereo, although they are double track stereo, but still not going to give you a left and right signal if you're only plugged into the left or the right, obviously. But I'll run through a couple of specs here quickly. Although they're £100, just warm here today. The other options you'd have online would be the Alto Stealth Wireless, 300 quid. And it works sort of like a microphone sort of receiver. There's a box. You still need an audio cable coming out of your left or right channels, going into the receiver box, which then has the wee transmitter things. So it's wireless, but still cables coming through it. I wanted to eliminate cables completely with this setup, and bear in mind this is 1/3 of the price. The other option is a Sennheiser XSW-D, the base set, and that's like £250. That's only going to pair to 1 speaker. Even if you bought another receiver, they can get them cheaper on their own, but they're about 100 and something odd pounds. So you're talking £350–400 probably for that setup. They run 2 speakers off a DJ controller or instruments. These ones are designed for guitars, so I said pros and cons. Some of the cons, but listen, for the price, it's not an issue. Is frequency range dynamic range and frequency response. So on the frequency response, 20 hertz to 20,000 kilohertz. Now running a test here with these, as opposed to plugging into highest grade cables, audio cables I have in the shop, there is slight noticeable difference in audio quality, but that is only when you drive it. And these are only 200 watt speakers. So if you're running a more powerful PA speaker, that's not necessarily going to come into play too much. But honestly, just testing them out here the last sort of hour or so, they're more than substantial for any house parties for sure, and even small outdoor gatherings, parties, which is what it's all about now at the minute with social distancing and things going on. They hold up really well, and like I say, if you're on bigger speakers, you're going to get a bit more drive out of it before you start to notice that distortion. But the sound out of them is spot on. The latency is 4 milliseconds. There's nothing to it whatsoever. I mean, you can mix. I've been playing around, scratching things, which not the easiest controller to scratch on, but there's nothing out there. That's not an issue. What was my sort of biggest concern, but well, I've done a lot of research, and that seems to be the lowest you get for wireless. So yeah, not a problem at all. And like I say, it's like, you know, you're only coming off the camera's audio here, so you're not going to get a true reflection of how good it actually sounds for me in the shop here. It is excellent. I have no issues whatsoever with the sound quality. They will more than hold up. So for £100, you know, you can't go wrong, honestly. They don't purr. You just plug and play basically. Little instructions here. They're so simple. I'll actually link in. This isn't something I stock and sell myself. It's just a good product that I think is, you know, might be useful. I'm certainly going to get some use out of it, and you might also. So I'll link in the description for Amazon from where I picked them up from myself. They arrived here, but I ordered them Friday. They were here today. And it's just a case of, you know, plugging them in, switching them on. You've got 5 channels on your receiver, and you just select the same channel for the transmitter and the same channel for the receiver. And it's as simple. It doesn't get any easier than that, you know. So I've been prepping a little old school, a little teaser. I'm going to do a old school piano house mix on the Dan DJ Prime Go here. I haven't recorded a set for a while, so I'm going to do just that. I'm going to take this out on location somewhere, just as is, literally no electric and no audio cables. Pop a couple of speaker poles, pop them on a couple of speaker poles, and away you go. So awesome. Honestly, check them out if it's something that might be of use to you under the sort of circumstances, the way that we're having to work as DJs and sort of think outside the box. A few, I'll run you through. You can find all these in the description of the link that I'll post on to in the description of this post here. Playing time on them 6 hours. I think I said the frequency response and dynamic range is pretty good. It's less than the other ones, but they're third of the price, and like I say, they hold up. Range important, 200 feet outdoor, or 50 foot wall distance. So I'm assuming going through walls, you're getting 50 foot. And I think I've seen somewhere there. What was it? About 100 foot. Where are you? Oh, they're quick charging. You're taking an hour and a half to charge up. Oh, it's uncompressed, stereo uncompressed digital transmission, so all good there. What else is of importance here? Oh yeah, 24-bit, 48 kilohertz stereo uncompressed digital transmission, you know, so more than 100 feet of range indoors, so obviously factoring in maybe walls and things of that nature. But yeah, listen, you can check them out yourself. Link will be in the description, like I say. I will be getting a lot of good use out of these, along with the Behringer speakers, which are available here. And there's larger ones that can be ordered in per customer request if you want to go a little bit bigger on the PA side of things. Then a Prime Go is in stock. And also, you know, so if you're using this just quickly, if you're not using this with DJ controller, recently announced the Scarletts are now compatible with iOS, so, you know, production-y people have the groove boxes there, which you could easily plug in to that, take it out anywhere you want, just get creative working on tracks. You know, iPod, your iPod Pro, Scarlett, there you go. So yeah, that is a little bit of a rundown on the Getaria guitar wireless system for DJs. Yeah, we can get by with this. One quick thing just to note, because I nearly threw the boxes out, if you do pick these up, underneath, the receivers will be in there, and you get your charging cable here. Underneath there's actually a little pouch for them, so bear that in mind. I very nearly threw those out because didn't realise that that's what they were. So yeah, catch you again